I want to show you how to use our Scene software to help make some deliverables you may not know about